What up, y'all? It's your boy R to the A to the S. Yes. Roz here with Perceivable Culture Blog, and today I'm here to review the free album. I don't consider this a mixtape. I think the term mixtape gets abused. So the free album by Eons D entitled Galaxies. You can get this album. Here is the cover. It's a free album at Eons D, which is spelled EONSD .bandcamp BANDCAMP.com. So Eons D EONSD.bandcamp.com. Alright? Eons D, he is a southern rapper, but he doesn't sound like a typical southern rapper. He's from Kentucky, but style wise is more like East Coast in some sense. Maybe Midwest would be more accurate. This album is sort of like a metaphoric album. He uses different metaphors, particularly revolve around space, stars, very planet, it's sort of like spaceship type of stuff, like the science fiction. If you're into that nerdy type stuff, I'm assuming he's a nerd or he just really appreciates God's creation. I don't know. But anyway, Galaxies is basically a metaphor album, so it has sort of like a double meaning. So I'm going to give you an example. He has a song on here called Blast Off. And Blast Off, of course, when a ship, I don't know what I said, a ship blasts off into space. They count it down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're leaving the earth. They're leaving the world. All right? Well, you can use that as a spiritual metaphor for us leaving the earth in some sense. Us leaving this world. The double meaning. And so most of the songs have this double meaning. Now, he pleases both sides. So let's say I'm looking for like the metaphors, like I'm looking for something lyrical. He pleases that side. At the same time, it's not so deep that you can't grasp what he's saying, and it's not so deep where you're not sure if he's talking about Christ or not. He's talking about Christ. At the same time, he got something for those who like metaphors. So U.F.Os, you can probably figure that one out. That's like one of double metaphor, double meaning. It's not hard to figure out. So that's what it's like concept wise. Now, the production is very similar. It sort of gives this futuristic, again, maybe science fiction type of vibe to the album. And so that's really how it is, the whole vibe of the album. Now, he's a lyrical dude. I'm not going to get into all the lyrical stuff. That's not my strength. But, he has alliterations and the metaphors and the wordplay. All that is there. So if you're into that, you enjoy that, he has that in the album. But I'm not going to go into depth because, again, that's not my area of strength. Flow-wise, some songs he uses, he's pretty confident. He's pretty fluid with his flow. He know how to ride on beat. Sometimes he uses like the double time rap. I can see some people comparing that. Like some songs, like Kill the System it does sound like Lupe's double time rap. So I can see some people comparing it to that. But overall, he has his own style. All right. So that is basically the concept of the album. I like it because it's lyrical. It's not an album that immediately grabbed me. I had to listen to it some time, and I got used to it. You know what I'm saying? So topic wise, it's not no real new topic wise. Like I said, it's metaphorical. So he talks about topics such as objections that people bring up to Christianity. People using drugs, to escape the world, but just going on and on and on and on, and no purpose and no meaning. It's like traveling through space. Um, so a lot of topics not like groundbreaking new wise, but it's a different approach to these basic topics. So, like the song, I'll give you an example, Kill the System. You know what I'm saying? He uses this a metaphor of killing the system. Sort of sounds like he's on a mission, like a spaceship. You know what I'm saying? Like some science fiction movies, you have to destroy this thing before it destroys you. Now, of course, that's the work of the flesh versus, you know what I'm saying, the spirit. But he doesn't put it in that plain, simple way. He uses it as a metaphor. But again, he brings it back to what the Bible says about these issues. But he just does it with a different approach. Beat-wise, some of the beats I like on here, some of my favorite beats on here, Blast Off, Midwest type of vibe. I like that song. I like his flow on there. Let's see. Star Rider is more of an up-tempo song. Again, I like that. Let's see. Worlds Apart. Now, Worlds Apart, actually, I've heard some of his earlier stuff. This sounds like something that will be on his earlier stuff. It has a real slow, soulful sound. Like, if I was to say secular-wise, maybe a Nas could rip on this, but not too many people rap over like slow beats like this. But I like this beat on here. So, there are some bangers production-wise, but production is just not really my lane. The type of beats he puts on here, the whole futuristic vibe, not really my lane. I'm more into more of the soulful stuff. It fits the theme of the album, no doubt. But as far as like my favorite type of beats, it doesn't fit that criteria. You know what I'm saying? That's not the type of beats I really get into. But they're good, but not great. I can't put like all his bangers as far as beats. But it's good beats. It's not whack beats, but it's not great either. So that is my basic review of this album. If you're into, you want to get a concept album, you want somebody that's lyrical, I would suggest you get this album. It's Christian, you know what I'm saying, in theme, but at the same time, it's not plain like, okay, you get it. It's sort of like you get it, but at the same time, you got to think. So, it's not too deep where, all right, what is he talking about? But at the same time, it's not simple either. So, that's my review of this album. It's free, so check it out. It's your boy R to the A to the S. Yes, Roz. Here with Proceed with Cost Block, and you know who sucks. Kobe Bryant sucks, and I'm out.